Hey everybody, this is Jackson, and I'm so excited to reveal a secret about learning that changed my life. I grew up extremely insecure. I was so worried about what I didn't know, and that if I let people know that I didn't know something, that I would feel stupid. I don't know if any of you felt that way, but now that we're adults, it's like, do I really like? I already know how to learn. That is the most dangerous trap possible. When you say I already know how to learn, you don't think you can speed up your learning habits. You have created a ceiling. You have enslaved yourself to a position in life where you may not be able to move forward as fast as you could if you'd open your mind to new ways. And in relation to technology and growth, this is so valuable. That's why I've got Think Media pulled up here. They have 2.8 million subscribers. But when I go in and learn on this, I need to teach my team how to learn as effectively as possible, because there are hacks that so many people don't know and take for granted. And, when we feel like somebody's lecturing us, we are actually only putting ourselves in a position where we limit our own knowledge. I'm not lecturing you. I'm trying to share what I've learned that has helped me overcome my own insecurities. Let's take a look. This is going to blow some of your minds, and I'm so happy about that because it's going to change your life forever, just like it did mine. Some of you are going to say, well, everybody knows that. That's called the curse of knowledge. The curse of knowledge is when we learn something and we assume that everybody else knows it because we now know it. And we take for granted that somewhere along the lines we learned. If you were blessed with this knowledge from birth, congratulations, fantastic for you. But just know that every time you condescend to others and tell people that, oh man, I can't believe you didn't know that, you are such a jerk for doing that. We can't do that to people and make people feel good. We only make people feel bad when we turn them and we only point out that we're actually the ones who are ignorant. So let's move in. They got these popular videos, right? I love to go and see what are the most popular videos. Now, if you're learning a foreign language, then the most popular videos are going to be the most effective to learn from. However, this is a dangerous trap regarding modern technology, because the rate at which technology changes means that you need to be looking up. You don't need to. You have the opportunity to look up what's most effective in the here and now. For instance, if we scroll down here to the best video software, I just started watching this. And as he's talking and he's going through this, I'm thinking about what he's saying. And then I realize, wait a second, this is a 7-year-old video. So even though it's the most popular video he has on editing software, and it's an important video for him to grow his channel because people love to watch the most important videos, so it's going to continue to pull people forward, even though I know that he's got better, more relevant videos today based on what's working. So I'm still going to filter by the most popular, because the popularity contest can help, but not when it gets out of control like this video. So in this case, I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to look for what's the video that was produced within the last 12 months. And then I'm going to look at that one. 6 months ago, Mr. Beast. Well, that's also another hack to realize is, wait a second. This is Mr. Beast. Of course it's going to have a lot of views. This might not even be a great interview, and it's going to have a lot of course it's going to be a great interview with Mr. Beast. But that's not what I'm looking for. So I keep going. Okay, where's another one that has less than, I don't want 1 year. That could be 18 months ago. I want less than that. Let's keep going. Keep scrolling through. All I'm doing is looking at the years. I'm not looking at the content yet. I got to find the one that says months, right? So here we go. Going down again, Alex Ramosi, that's not going to help because that's boosted by the fact that he's an influencer. Casey Neistat, same thing. It's going to be 9 months ago. Check it out. 9 months ago, 10 insane AI tools every creator should be using. That's one of the videos. I'm going to keep going. So I've already opened a new tab. If you can't see that, I've got 5 tabs open. Then I'm going to keep going. 7 months ago, how to make 30 YouTube shorts in 1 hour using AI. This is a fantastic video for my team to check out. So I'm going to send that to them. I'm going to come down here even further. The power of delegation is fantastic, my friends. If you're not using it, it's probably because you don't know how to hire outside of America. But when you can hire people in the Philippines, and in my case, mostly in Latino America, because I speak Spanish, the rates of employment that I can get supersede those of having to hire people in America. And let's talk about that for a minute. I can pay one American $3,000 per month to work with me, or I can pay 10 Latin Americans $300 a month, and raise their existing salaries by 2 to 3 times what they make and put them on a path to earn more. But we can produce 10 times to 20 times the result of the American, usually actually 30 to 40 times, because they also work harder. They want it more. They love the position. They're grateful for what they get. So we're putting them on a path for excellence, and you have the power to do the exact same thing. And what that does is that ends up driving more stability and moving the economic gap between Central and South America, North and South America, rather, forward so that we can help bless more lives. That's what it's about for me. AI tools, again, 3 months. I might have skipped a few in here while I got on my tangent because I really do believe in hiring in foreign countries, helping those individuals out and caring about them. You'd be surprised. Most of my interviews end up where the individual is crying and they say, Jackson, we have never been treated with such respect by an American before. Isn't that one of the saddest things you've ever heard? And I say on behalf of my country, I apologize. I'm sorry. And I know it happens. I call it virtual abuse, what most people do with VAs. It is virtual abuse, not virtual assistance. Virtual assistance is when you actually care about the person who's assisting you. And I care deeply about everybody who works for my brands. All right, small channels, not getting views. So all of these ones, again, 11 months or less, they're the ones. So let's just go look at the ones that I opened, and it's going to take us right into the ads. So let me pause this so that I don't waste. Okay, there we go. So this video 3 months ago, this AI tool creates videos in seconds. Yeah, we might know the tool, but they might also give some tips about how to use it even better. I bet they do. There's a reason there's so many people who viewed it. Then 1 year ago, make amazing YouTube thumbnails in under 3 minutes. I know how effective and powerful that will be for my team to be able to learn. So anyway, that's my hack for you for finding, really not even finding. It's about strengthening your ability to learn by critically thinking, how can I improve my access to great information? So if you're in business and you're leveraging lots of different softwares, then when you're searching on YouTube for your answers, again, make sure that the answer comes within the framework of the last 6 to 12 months at least. And when you find the influencers who are really good at teaching, then filter their videos by popularity. And once again, make sure you're screening those videos by what's relevant over the last 3 to 12 months, and then send those videos to your team. I also find that if you drop those videos in public forums, such as like I use Go High Level, so in the High Level Facebook group, I might drop the video, thank the creator, and now there's all these comments that come in, and all these people come in and compete. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, he's doing it wrong. You should do it this way." Well, that's cool. They're like teaching you without you doing anything how you can optimize your systems, even though they're kind of being a jerk about it. So I wouldn't hire the individual, but I will absolutely use the wisdom that they're dropping. Plus, the creator is grateful because you've tagged them and you've promoted their materials. They might reach out to you and want to work with you. They might want to be a guest on your podcast, like in my case, or be on your YouTube channel, like in my case. It's wonderful when you create assets and when you create platforms as well, where people can become appreciated or be put in the spotlight so that you can maximize what their reach is. For instance, this guy who's not, I don't think, the main creator for Think Media. And when I say these things, I don't mean to disrespect these people. I don't know, Denzel Washington, Brad Pitt. There's lots of people that we can name drop on, but my opportunity is, okay, as I plant this seed here, do I have the opportunity later to invite them to be on my show? Then can I worry about who they are, and can we genuinely connect as friends in the future? Sure, absolutely. You don't necessarily have to know everything. This goes back to that Pareto's Law principle. Just create with the 80% in mind. You don't have to be perfect. And then later you can stack on and add, optimize, and get closer to that 100% delivery that you may want. But huge shout out and thank you to Think Media and every single influencer that I've seen on here, from Pat Flynn to Ali Abdal, who I got to see live at Kajabi Live and talk to a little bit. I wouldn't claim he's not a friend. He's not even an acquaintance. He's not somebody that I network with. But now that he's been on my radar and I talked to some of his team members as well behind the scenes, I've got the opportunity to continue to plant seeds and nurture my relationships with him and with every single one of these other human beings. And I hope you also realize there's an opportunity there too. When you come into their channels, one more super secret hack, and you activate yourself as the best student in the room, asking a great question about what it was that they put down, thanking them for something amazing that they taught, gratitude and asking sincere questions are two of your greatest resources to help a teacher say, you know what, I really like this student. And some people call that brown nosing, and I feel bad for you because you're not sucking up. You're not doing something inauthentic. You're eagerly engaging with a teacher who's pouring their heart and soul into you, and they will honor that when you honor them. Enjoy learning, my friends. It's my super secret power beyond prayer, beyond diligence, and all the other virtues. If you just look up virtues that I can develop, you will find access to so many truths that often aren't talked about in channels on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and elsewhere. Appreciate you all. Love you. Bye-bye.